Yo, and today we're gonna be doing a fruit tier list for Battle Royale. And yes, I'm gonna include Yuki. You'll see it at the end. Because Yuki obviously just came out and this certain tier list doesn't have it. I'll add it on my own and I'll do it at the end. So yeah, let's do this quick tier list. This is mostly my opinion, but also kinda not. Because, all fruits can be utilized in some way, but some are better than others. We all know that. Okay, so let's start. First off, Gura. I feel like Gura is like really good. I mean, the ult on Gura is good for the end circle because the waves. If someone doesn't have Tech Eye, they're gonna get flung and take a lot of damage. And overall has high damage. It's overall good. I don't know if I give it S because it doesn't have movement moves, so you can't really move around. But it's definitely A. It's really good. So Suna can be decent for combos, and the ult has a decent AOE, and it has some movement moves. But overall Suna is like not that great. You know what I mean? I think Sona is still a viable options, but it's not as good as others. So maybe I'll put it like top of B tier or like either bottom of A. The ult is pretty good, but it doesn't have that much knockback, and the damage it's good. It's not too crazy, but it's good for combos. But at the same time, it doesn't have a lot of AOE moves. So I'd put it in B. Like Gura, something like Gura has a lot of AOE, obviously. So yeah, I think Suna goes to B tier for me. Here, straight up easy as. It has good AoE, has good ult, and the ice stomp is super OP, especially in end circle. It flung so much for no reason, and it has decent movement. I mean, if you have here, you just basically win. I swear. I every time I got here, I won like 99% of the games. It's really good. Unless there's like a bunch of ults at the end, I usually won. It's definitely an S tier fruit. So Ito has really good movement, and you can do good combos, but the ult sucks in my opinion. It's not that good even for end circle. So I'd put it like B tier max. It's still legendary. You can still do great combos, and obviously has amazing movement moves. Goro, I think Goro is like bottom S tier in my opinion. It has good ult, huge OE, it has good movement moves. You can combo with it, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would give it like bottom S tier. Like, if you know how to use Goro, you're definitely gonna win. It's amazing. It has good movement, huge AoE, and obviously you can do combos with it. It's not the best for combos, but you can definitely do combos with it. So I'd put it like S, because really in Battle Royale, you're not always actually there's not as much 1v1 fights even in solos because of third parties. So I think AoE fruits overall are better, if you know what I mean, for Battle Royale, more than combos, So Paw, I don't like Paw's dash. I absolutely hate Paw's dash. Like, when you dash, it like uses the Paw thingy. But overall, Paw is a great ult. Like, the ult for Paw is extremely OP. I'll put it S tier above Goro. Like, it has good movement, even though it doesn't exactly have a movement move. You can just put the Paw teleport inside the circle, and then once you just need to go, you just use it, and bam, you're in the middle of the circle. It has good moves, it has a barrage, everything, has decent AoE, but the ult just carries. Like, if you charge up that ult to the max, you get flung across the map. If you get this thing and you survive to the end, you win. Unless they have... Actually, even Tech Guy doesn't save. It saves against the damage, but not against the knockback. So yeah, you basically win if you get to the end circle. Mera, easy S, even more than I would say. Great ult, great AoE, great movement. Not the fastest movement, but you can still fly and you can attack. So in the end circle, you can really just fly and spam your moves, really, if you want to. And it has just amazing damage if you put a lot of stats in, which not everyone does, but either way, it's still good. I won like every game with Mera, because I'm a Mera user in general. Kage is in top of A for me. Actually, under Gura. The ult sucks for the end. I mean, it's decent for like fighting people because you have the advantage because you have literally basically like two people fighting against others, especially in solos. It's good. It's like having a teammate, obviously another teammate, extra teammate. But the ult is not good, obviously, for end circle. It won't help you like kill a bunch of people off with the ult, but it's still good. It has combos. It has bad, in my opinion, it has bad. What's called? It's not in my opinion. It really has bad movement. It's just a little you dash, but honestly, actually, yeah, I'll put it top B tier. Now that I think about it, it doesn't have that great AoE, but it can still be utilized. Actually, it has good range. Like, you can use the slam and the coffin thing. Yeah, I'll put it bottom A tier in my opinion. Magu, dude, I hate Mago. Some people put all their stats in, and it can be really OP. The ult is not that great for the end circle because people can just block, but it still definitely deserves S tier, well, at least bottom of it, because of the damage, like amazing damage, great AoE, you know, and obviously just overall it's good. I mean, it has great damage. You're really, if you're good with it, you can definitely win. It doesn't have the best ult for end circle, obviously, but it's still great. You can walk on water as well. Pika is not that. It has great movement, obviously, and long range moves, but the ult is the same with Mago. It's not that great. I'll put it like top A tier. It doesn't have combos, obviously. Like other than the light sword, you can't really do much with it in terms of combos, but it still has great AoE. But like, you know, the kick and the mirror kick. So yeah, I'll put it top of A tier because of the movement, because you can easily get to circle when you want to, and the ult can be utilized because like not everyone's gonna block in time, obviously. Kilo F tier. I mean, sorry, I don't like it. The max you'll do is just fly around, and even if you get to the end circle, it's not gonna help you there. Actually, I guess you can avoid some danger in the end circle using it, but doesn't help that much. Just F tier for me. Yami, oh, this is, yeah, it's great. Yeah, the movement, it's not that good because it's slow, but for combos and overall the ult, it's great. I'll put it like top, actually maybe, yeah, S tier, because once again, it has those, like, you know, stun moves, and overall like great moves for comboing and stuff. It has decent AoE, yeah, I'd say, yeah, it has really great AoE, and this is extremely OP and duos, so yeah, it definitely deserves S tier. It really, once again, this really depends if you're solo, duo, or like squads, but Yami can be extremely OP if you're playing duos or squads, because you can stun and you can just like do whatever. It's super amazing, it's super good. Tori, after the rework, I never tried it out in actual battle royale, but from what I've seen, the heal is extremely good. Like the stamina drain sucks, obviously, but the heal is obviously OP. The shield is like free tech eye, and you can fly around, obviously spam your moves if you want to. It has great AoE, just stamina drain is bad, but you can always put a bunch of points in stamina. That definitely deserves S tier for me. From what I've seen, it's great, honestly. Mochi, this is really, once again, based off where you're playing and how well you know the fruit. Me personally, I suck with Mochi because I barely played it. I never had Mochi, but if you're like in something like duos, I think it's great because of all the, like, you know, long range moves and the stuns. It's not super great AoE, but I think Mochi's like A. It has decent movement and everything. I think it deserves A, maybe like under Gura, like I said. Yeah, so yeah, Mochi isn't the best option, but its ult is good. Sadly, they removed it, so it no longer damages people that are put outside the zone. It was made, so that basically nerfed it a lot in the actual battle royale. But it's still great. If you know how to combo, you can probably definitely win a fight against the 1v1 fight. But it's not too great. I think the S tier options are much more viable. Suki, it's actually a great fruit. Invisible, you can stay invisible, like literally get to the end circle and hide in the end circle. And if you have a good weapon, a lot of stats in, you can just surprise attack, and yeah, it can be really great. It depends on how you utilize it. I'd put it in like B tier. Bari, I actually won 2 Bari games in my entire life. I've won 1 game in the first season and 1 game in second season. It is great because the shield literally blocks everything out at the end. It's a great support fruit, and when you're playing duos, and overall it has good the stairs, which you can basically get on top of mountains or whatever you want. I love the trap, and obviously the ult is bad, but other than that, I think it's a great fruit. It's definitely usable. Like, I'd put it B tier above Suki. I love it. Mero, it has good stuns, but other than that, not much. I'd put it C tier. Oro, same thing. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, it's definitely C tier. There's nothing crazy about it. The ult isn't too great. It's alright. Gamu, once again, this is situational. If you're playing duos and you do the Gamu Gatling trick, if it's still not patched, and you can definitely get away with a lot of damage. And it has good movement. You know, the, what's it called? I forgot the move. The T move that you can cling to things. So yeah, I'll put it bottom, maybe like above Suki B tier. Bomu, they nerfed it because now it takes stamina, but I think still think it's utilizable. Not as much though, but you can still utilize that. Put it like bottom B tier. It's not as good now, obviously, but it it's still usable. Like you can still use it using the bari trick, you know. But it now takes stamina, so it's not as great. The dashes are still cool, but overall, Gamma's moves suck, if I'm being honest. Other than the ult and the grab and the R move, yeah, it's not that good. Yami, this is an amazing fruit. You can combo with it, it has decent AoE and the revive carries, and its ult has good AoE and it like makes them, you know, run away from you. It's amazing. It definitely deserves S tier, like bottom S tier. Like the revive is just too valuable. It's so good. Zushi is also good AoE, good you can combo with it, and it has great absolutely amazing ult. I'd put it like above Mago. I'll put Tori above Goro, maybe. Actually, I don't think so. Yeah, I'll put it like right here, in my opinion. Actually, maybe under Tori, I don't know. Once again, never tried Tori, but yeah, Zushi's overall great. You can fly with it and just spam your ult if you really want to. It depends how you use it, but yeah. Spin, F tier. I know I don't have Yuki here, but let's just say I do have Yuki. Yuki, yes, obviously it's a great fruit. It's a Logia. It doesn't have great movement, but it does have great moves, obviously, for comboing. And the ult, if you can get everyone somehow at the end circle, it does huge damage. So in my opinion, I'll put it like bottom S tier. I don't know, like I haven't used it once again, Battle Royale, but I obviously seen a lot of people use it, like a lot, and it's not as OP as people thought it was, in my opinion. It's obviously OP in solos. Honestly, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'd put it S tier, maybe above these fruits, but these like Mago and Yami, but I wouldn't put it too high, because like honestly, I think something like Hiei and Mera would be more valuable. And yeah, I don't know if I should keep Hiei at the top, because obviously Hiei doesn't have the best ult. But like with Hiei, the stomp has good recharge and it's so OP, you don't understand. And the sword, maybe it would go down for me, but for me, I have won the most games with Hiei, probably. Hiei and Mera are the most games I won with. These fruits are all viable, but not as good as these two, in my opinion, for Battle Royale. If you know how to use Hiei correctly, you're winning, like for sure. If you have Tekai, Hiei, and like a good sword, like it's insta win. You can't lose. So yeah, Yuki, I'm gonna edit an image. I'd say it goes in S tier, like bottom, because I don't like its movement. It doesn't have good movement, but it does have good AoE. It can definitely be viable, maybe higher than Mago. So yeah, not sure about Yuki, but it's definitely S tier fruit that can be utilized, and the ult especially, because it's fast and huge damage and has amazing AoE. So yeah, it's definitely viable. Definitely an S tier fruit. If you get it, you can definitely eat it. So yeah, this is my tier list. It's something too crazy, and I do want to know your opinions down in the comments. Maybe you disagree with some, but once again, fruits can be all situational. Maybe if you're like end circle is in the water, which I don't think there's water now. Yeah, there's no water now, but if your end circle, like, it depends where your end circle is, you know. Obviously, if it's like on a mountain, if you can, he is always viable because you can knock people far away. Pot, it's not the best for like overall PvP, but it's the ult just carries. And also, it depends which mode you're playing, like solo, duo. It's like something like Mochi would be much more viable in like duos. But I'm ranking most of these fruits on how well they are in different comps, like including solos and like duos and multiple people. And like he can obviously work with all of them. Like it has great stuns and great knockbacks. Maybe Yami, something like Yami would work more for duos, but I'm just assuming most people play solos because I don't know. You can't always rely on other people when you're playing games. So yeah, this is my fruit tier list. And thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, I will be making more on different things, obviously, not just tier list. But yeah, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you again very, very soon.